What's going on, guys? It's Adonis, and we are back for another video on Ultra Instinct. This time, kind of going more into the form itself, and how can Jiren actually beat Ultra Instinct? Is it even possible? Let's get into it. Now, if you guys are fans of geek culture content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. Now, even though Dragon Ball Super is ending in about a month, keep in mind there will be more Dragon Ball content on this channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. And also, if you guys want to support your boy, all you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button, show your boy some love. But if you want to take it a step further, you can definitely head over to the Patreon page or head over to the merch store. Other than that, let's get into this. Now, we will be going into some future spoilers for Dragon Ball Super. So if you want to know nothing going into the end of the Tournament of Power, just click off now. But if you're like, you know what? I want to know what's going on. I want to know what you're talking about. Go ahead and watch this video. Now, I'm gonna butcher this, but Megata no Gokui or Ultra Instinct DBS 110 was when we all found out what this new limit breaker form was gonna be. And ever since then, the internet went crazy on who else was gonna attain Ultra Instinct. Would it be Vegeta, Frieza? Does Jiren have Ultra Instinct? Who else is gonna get it? And I think it's safe to say now that we know Vegeta is not gonna get it, Gohan's not gonna get it, Frieza probably not gonna get it. We still don't know if Jiren has it. I highly doubt it, because you would think Belmont or Vermouth, however you want to pronounce his name, would have divulged that already. Now, while there are a lot of theories that may suggest that Jiren does have Ultra Instinct, let's just talk about what we know about Jiren and his power. And will that be enough to combat Ultra Instinct? Now, before you guys go crazy in the comments, just listen to what I have to say first, because a lot of times you leave comments and then I answer the comment later on in the video. And I'm like, bro, just watch the video, then leave the comment. But I digress. So we find out in episode 127, kind of the start of Jiren, his backstory, if you will. And yeah, some people thought it was kind of weak. I thought it was okay. They didn't explain who this evildoer was, so I think they're just gonna leave it open for either interpretation or future arc or movie, or, you know, who knows. But this evildoer ends up killing his parents in front of him, or at least he walks in and sees them, you know, dead on the ground. And this guy just standing in his house like, what's up, boy? Now, why this evildoer didn't kill Jiren is still, I don't know. Like, he was standing right there. You think he would kill him right there, but he didn't. Maybe he was like, I have a soft spot for kids, you know, it's against my code. But anyways, we find out that he ends up getting training by a mentor that kind of finds him in this time of need and starts teaching him how to fight. Now, all of this is being narrated by Vermouth, or Belmont, however you want to pronounce his name. Now, the reason why this is important is something that Vermouth says. He said that he was drawn to Jiren because of Jiren's thirst for strength and solitude. Now, this is interesting because this is after he lost to this evildoer and his mentor died and his other teammates didn't want to, band together and go find this guy. So to me, what this means is Jiren has been watched by Vermouth for some time. I think at this point is when he actually starts to train Jiren. Now, this isn't explained at all thus far in the series as of this recording. We could find out a little bit in the future. However, it kind of speaks to me in a space of he's gonna be training Jiren to become more powerful and probably potentially replacing him as the god of destruction. But going back a couple episodes, you hear Jiren state, I'm going past strength. Like, it isn't just about being strong. Like, I'm looking for something past that. And I think becoming god of destruction for Jiren just wasn't in the cards for him, because that's what his focus was. Something beyond that. It wasn't just, hey, I want to be strong and destroy stuff. He wanted something more. So it's pretty safe to assume that 1, Jiren is stronger than Vermouth. 2, that Vermouth probably had some hand in training Jiren. And 3, Jiren just ultimately turned down the God of Destruction title or the job for God of Destruction because he was looking for something more. Now, in episode 127, we did see Jiren power up. Now, this is where things get a little bit crazy, because he did not state he was full power. He just powered up. And we've seen this plenty of times in DBZ past, where a character will start powering up and then you're like, oh, he wasn't at 100%, and then he shows 100%. Case in point, Goku fighting Cell during the Cell games. He's fighting him, blah, 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 blah. And then obviously he gets a Senzu Bean, starts fighting Gohan at the supposed full power. And then he says, you know what? I'm gonna go full power when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2. And then everybody was like, oh, he's just joking, he's bluffing. Trunks is like, oh, he's just playing around, he's not taking it serious. He's just trying to fool Gohan. No, he goes 100%. And they're like, oh shit, okay, well, All right. So let's not let it fool you that Dragon Ball hasn't done this in the past. There is a very high chance that Jiren is around 50 to 75%, let's say highball 75% of his power at the moment. And the reason why I say that is if Goku and when Goku achieves his next Ultra Instinct mastered form, he's gonna need to power himself up more to meet Goku. And that's enough for Jiren for the moment. We'll get back to it in a second. Let's talk about Goku and Ultra Instinct. Now, Ultra Instinct was introduced in DBS 110, and we all freaked out because it was a beastly animated episode, probably the best animated, if not the best animated episode in Dragon Ball Super. Now, a couple months back, I did a video talking about the tiers of Ultra Instinct. Now, some people are like, there's no tiers, but if you kind of see how it's been developed, there kind of is. Now, in episode 110, Goku goes Ultra Instinct, or so we think he goes Ultra Instinct. And the reason why I say that is Grand Priest says perhaps. He's thinking. Whis says, oh my god, perhaps this is, this is what this is. He's assuming that it's Ultra Instinct. Same with Beerus. However, going back to the Grand Priest, he's thinking that it may not be that, but he's amused anyways. He's not sold that it's Ultra Instinct yet. And some of the marketing material around it said Ultra Instinct Omen. And Omen can be translated as symptoms. So this is a symptom of Ultra Instinct. He had the ability to evade without having to think about it. But also, you saw Goku really wasn't in control of his body at all. And then fast forward a little bit to the Kefla fight where he goes Ultra Instinct again, this time more powerful and also in more control of his body. He's evading, attacking more often as well. So there's definitely another level there, but still not the full power considering Whis was the one that stated he hasn't mastered the attack side of Ultra Instinct yet. And this is also stated by Kefla saying, what was that? She gets attacked and she just kind of was like, what kind of weak attack was that? And Goku was kind of looking at his hands like, I'm still trying to get used to this. He wasn't there yet as far as the attack potency. And also that's backed up by him fighting Jiren, kicks him in the stomach, and then does a Kamehameha to Jiren's face, and Jiren is unaffected. Keep in mind, this is before Jiren ever powers up. So he's probably not even 25% of his overall power getting hit by Ultra Instinct Goku, Kamehameha to the face. Come on, guys. Now, based on what Kefla was talking about as far as Goku's weak attacks, she literally just fought Goku in Kaioken times 20, and she didn't even make that remark. So the big thing to me is either the Ultra Instinct form, if you can't master the attack, it's either on that level or weaker than Goku's Kaioken 20 form. But with Goku being able to master this form by episode 129, could be major. We're talking about a ridiculous increase in his attack potency. We've already seen what he's been able to do on the defensive side, but we have yet to see him actually have an Ultra Instinct attack that is ridiculous, and that's what we're waiting to see. Now, according to Whis stated when he was training Goku and Vegeta, talking about Ultra Instinct, that you can evade any attack no matter how severe. Now, if you look back during the fight with Jiren and Goku, Jiren landed 0 punches on Goku. If you look back to Kefla versus Goku, he landed 0 punches. 0. The dude never got hit. He was Mayweather all day. Now, tying that in with a ridiculous amount of attack potency, how can Jiren beat this? If you cannot hit this guy, but he has the ability to attack you without having to think about it, but have the potency to actually hurt you, it's like Goku just became dumb OP. Low-key, I feel like they wrote themselves into the corner with Ultra Instinct, because based on what Whis is saying, Whis is an angel. He's stating that you don't have to worry about any attacks, right? He can just move out of the way. It doesn't matter how severe, you can't get hit. Guys, like, how do you beat that? How do you beat somebody you cannot physically hit? The only things I can think of is them still kind of putting in a time limit, so to speak, with this heat thing that's going on. They haven't explained what it is. Nobody knows what it is for whatever reason, but there's a limit that Goku can be in this form, at least thus far with the Omen side of things. So do you think that there's going to be some kind of limit that's going to allow Jiren to kind of have some comeback power? Because I don't know how he's gonna sustain fighting somebody that he cannot hit and he's just taking punishment now from Goku. Now, the reason why I feel like the Ultra Instinct form has this level of power is because of where it derives from. And since Whis is the one that's training Goku, I would have to assume that all the angels know this form. They know how to utilize its power. Whis did it very casually, grabbing the bee. He was obviously doing it when he was training Goku and Vegeta, when he rode on them and they didn't even know that he did it. And I think it's because no matter how powerful or how strong their God of Destruction becomes, they will always be able to evade or put this God of Destruction in check. There has to be some kind of checks and balance. And I think that's what the angels use this ability to do. And that's probably why the gods haven't been able to master the form. They said it's a form that a God of Destruction can't easily attain. It means they can attain it, it's just not easy. And it doesn't state that any of them have mastered the form either. So I assume that it's more of a checks and balances form for the angels to make sure that they can always check the God of Destruction. So the big question is, do you think Jiren's 100% power will be able to keep up or even tag Ultra Instinct, let alone take the punishment that Goku is probably going to give him in a mastered Ultra Instinct form? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're not a Geek Tonight yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future Dragon Ball content. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button, show your boy some love, and if you want to check out my latest videos, the links will be right here to the side. All right, guys, till next time. See you later.